Hi Soul Tribe, welcome. This is the cosmic weather forecast for the first upcoming quarter moon in sign of Scorpio, August 12th, 2024. It's busy. That's all I can say. This new moon cycle, the 28 days, that we started since August 4th is teaching us a lot about how to revamp our definitions of success, happiness, what's cool, what's trendy. So it's really exciting how we're being supported by the cosmos, the universe, for upgrading, up-leveling our spiritual communication, especially with what's coming August 12th, okay? So with the new moon, we have emerged with the sun and the moon here. So the sun tarot card with the high priestess. We dance, You know this page is all about dancing. So this is how you unveil the illusions of the things that we perceive. And there's a lot here that is being unveiled, Look at this. We have the sun that's going to be in the 12th house. We have Mercury retrograde. We have Venus all in 12th house. So sun is here, Mercury, and then Venus. So a lot about the upper chakra here is being kind of like very, very highlighted, very explosive, The moon is here squaring. So by the way, if some of you do not know how that feels, because on this page, we are hardest, We feel things. We feel the cosmos. We feel what's moving us and what's inspiring us, And it means that I posted on my stories a tutorial for you to know, according to your personal chart, to experience some of the sacred geometry. You see all those lines? It's like an entanglement, It's all the interaction of the planets and how it interacts with your personal chart. You're going to start to find out. So some of you start understanding some of your feelings, especially my strong empaths, the ones that feel very connected to the collective. In order for you to serve the greater good, you need to understand how you're connected and how to dissociate the things that are yours and not yours and take responsibility for what's your creation, So here we have a square. A square feels like a conflict. It's almost like, should I go? Should I not go? It's like, It's like a little bit of a tug of war. It feels like fire. It really just feels a little bit like self-doubt, if I had to express it that way. And the way this is created another square, we have the sun that is squaring here, Uranus. Uranus in the tarot is the Fool card, It's the one that wants to go on a journey, And wants to experience Earth, And it's in the 9th house. So here we have what is called a T-square. You see here? An opposition between Uranus, the Fool card, and the High Priestess, and squaring, creating friction with the Sun card. That, to me, let me give you my translation. When I saw this, I was like, oh, there's a lot of things that we used to believe that are going to be highlighted. Things you used to believe about yourself, things you used to believe about the world, things you used to perceive a certain way that is just, there's a change in our lens. And this is really, I love this alignment with what this new moon is trying to teach us. It's like reframing, revamping how we connect to words just such as success, or such as, being successful, being wealthy, and having those deeper, grounded concept of what that means. Because ultimately, there's a lot of superficiality, a lot of things that have been lost in translation. So there's going to be a lot of revelation. You see here, 12th house. Some of you watch your dreams. Okay, there's going to be a lot of communication. We have the moon that is in Scorpio. Scorpio is a messenger between the unseen and the seen. So a lot of things you don't know about your subconscious through the dream state, through the dreamscape, okay, is going to be shown to you. Uranus being in the 9th house, be open-minded. Be open-minded about what wants to be shown to you, okay? There's some of you, if you do not know, my favorite sacred geometry, the yod, okay? And it's going to be quite, recurrent energetically for this new moon cycle. We have Pluto retrograde with Neptune retrograde. Here we're talking about the law of resonance and ending certain things of certain point of attraction, certain repetition of our karmic cycle, ending some of that resonance, understanding where energy, okay? And look at this. So it's kind of creating a base for this 2 dotted green lines to Mercury retrograde. Okay, so Mercury here, okay, in retrograde is the Magician card. And when it's in retrograde, it's reversed. So that means, what are we speaking? What are the words that we are speaking that is creating the repetition of a certain point of attraction? And in the highest ways, what are the words I can use to shift this? So there's a lot of self-mastery about how we speak, about the reality we perceive, and making sure that it's more in alignment with our heart. Okay, do we want to focus on certain things that that breaks our heart, or do we want to focus on the solution? Okay, some of you know with the solar flares are light codes, downloads that you're receiving. So 2024 is so far recorded the highest we've experienced as far as solar flares. Okay, so that means there's a lot of information for us to receive to do things differently. Okay, you have also another quincunx here with the sun, with Saturn retrograde. This placement talks about alchemy, and that means that you're going to want to shift the way you tell yourself your story, the way you tell yourself the reality of this existence. Okay, Saturn is the world card in tarot. When it's in reverse, in retrograde, you reverse the card. And that means that you have to take into accountability the world you create. So we're being called back with this square, okay, in Scorpio, to look a little bit of how we are entangled energetically, in this co-creation, and call back to ourselves the part that we have control over, which is our inner world. The degrees where we have Uranus, okay, are very much about introspection. This is going to be a great weekend and a great week ahead to get downloads, to get insights, to get messages from your dream state about what the world is reflecting to you. This is a house that talks all about relationships. Okay, so the 7th house, how do we relate? And the degrees where we have the collective North Node is very much about how we, in creation, because it's Aries, it's like we set the intention to create something. And then as a second result, I have an idea, then we have the feedback from the universe. It's the mirror effect. Okay, so some of you, if you know about mirror work, this is going to be a great period of time, especially collectively right now, to do some mirror work, some shadow work about maybe facing what frustrates you, what saddens you, and see how you can shift this, how you can shift your perception of your current situation, how you relate to the world, how you relate to your family, your relationships, everything you can really have control over, okay? So that's what I have for this first quarter moon in the sign of Scorpio. There's a lot that is going to be revealed again through your dream state, through your meditation. I think there's a quote like this that says, you know, praying is talking to God, talking to the universe, but meditating is listening to it. Okay, it's listening to the answer. So some of you, if you've been praying for a different outcome in your life, a different manifestation, a different thing you haven't experienced just yet, the universe is hearing you in that conversation. Give it space for you to hear the response to it. Give yourself the space to receive the answers. Okay, and that's what we see a lot, you know, in our world war conflicts. There's a lot of reactiveness. Okay, but we have to sit with those aspects in order to honor a little bit of the things that are occurring. Okay, so some of you that are meditating with me, we're going to do a special meditation for this transit. That we have this connection between Pluto retrograde and Neptune retrograde. I did it this morning. I'm experiencing the sun, okay, creating a sextile on my own Pluto. So I received a lot of information as far as the law of resonance, which is where we have Pluto retrograde. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a meditation tomorrow. We're going to literally take back our power of creation, okay? Coming back and looking at some of the patterns, you know, there's a lot of subconscious things that are recreated again and again. So it's time, especially with this 5th house placement, it's time to call back your power of creation, to make sure that the things that you say you want to manifest or that you manifest, they are created by design, and design of your heart. Design because this is something that pulls you in. That's something that calls you, not something that mentally you're trying to force to manifest. So some of you, if you're interested, I do have a free trial for my meditation temple. It's all about energy work, breath work. Sometimes we do kind of like Reiki stuff. It's all different, whatever transit and cosmic energy we're going through. Thank you so much for joining me on this channel. I'm sending you many cosmic blessings. Thank you, open-eyed traveler. Bye.